Gold Squad TV. So last night I noticed something in yesterday watching Jaylen Brown play, and they were running Jaylen Brown at the point. Now he had 5 assists yesterday, go along with his 19 points. But if you remember the game he had 46 points in against the Knicks, he also ran point in that game and was successful at running point. Um, I think this is a good idea. If you're Ime Udoka, this might be the first adjustment I've seen. Mind you, Jalen hasn't really been able to play very much this year, but this might be an adjustment that I welcome. And this is why I say it. If Jaylen Brown is able to be point guard in certain positions and circumstances, it reminds me of when Chicago used to have Scottie Pippen and Ron Harper, who were 6'6", 6'7" facilitators. Now, you're not expecting those guys. Neither one of them average more than 5 or 6 assists a game, and I'm not expecting Jaylen Brown to all of a sudden start turning into LeBron or turning into Chris Paul here. But considering Jason Tatum does not move without the ball very well, and Jaylen does, Jaylen's a much better player when moving off the ball. Having Jaylen play point in certain situations and circumstances allows Marcus Smart to roam off the screens, to be able to, get in the middle of the paint, get back doors. It allows Timelord to get open for dunks. It allows Al Horford to get open for threes. Grant Williams to get open for threes. The dribble penetration that Brown brings to the table, the fact that you're going to have to foul him because he's too talented. You can't just let him go by you. It's just the threat of it. He's never going to be Chris Paul. He's never going to be LeBron James and being a guy that sets up an offense and he could get you 6, 7, 8 assists a game. But Jaylen Brown has the ability to run an offense. If you're going to have anyone run an offense, I go and get my 6'6", 6'7" shooting guard to run the offense in certain points and moments depending on the matchup. Now, you're not going to expect Jaylen Brown to do this every game, but in moments of time, in that Knicks game and even yesterday in that Bucks game, it really looked like the offense flowed when he played the ball handler. When he played the point guard, he wasn't looking to force his shot too much, to where when he was off ball, he was getting open shots, he was getting threes, he was hitting a few mid rangers, getting to the rim. But when he's on ball, when he's the point guard, other guys were getting open. The threat of Jaylen Brown being on the court is just too much for teams to just go like, okay, who are you going to double team? If you double team Brown, if Brown's getting dribble penetration, he's not going to allow you to double team because he's too quick to get to his first step. It's all on the player to get to the right spot. It's all about the player getting to the right spot. So the opportunity is there to have an assist, to have, an assist or to draw a foul, like to be able to facilitate the offense. I know a lot of fans aren't going to really understand, but watch yesterday's game. There were certain points and times Jaylen Brown ran point, and it looked really good. The same thing in the first game of the season when he had 46 points. There were points in that game where he wasn't scoring. He was looking to get guys involved. Some guys hit buckets. Some guys didn't. It was a really horrible shooting day from Jason Tatum that night. But Tatum's starting to heat up. And if Jason Tatum starts to heat up, look out, because now you're going to have to worry about Tatum. And if Jaylen Brown's facilitating to Tatum, and he's getting him in the spots, and they're working off the ball with each other, back and forth, now you're going to have to account for everybody else. Now, the key is going to be getting shooting. We all know Dennis Schroeder's on the trading block. All these Jaylen Brown trade rumors are just fucking rumors. But the guy that's really on the block is Schroeder. If I'm the Celtics, I look to get shooting and a big man. You're not going to find a dominant big man for Dennis Schroeder, or a dominant scorer or shooter for Dennis Schroeder. But you'll be able to find something decent. Terrence Ross from the Magic and Mo Bamba from the Magic both kind of strike me as guys that might be dealt at the deadline or after the free agency deadline for trades ends on the 15th. So if I'm the Celtics, I truly look at that, get some extra depth on the big man front of Adam Mo Bamba, who's having a really good year this year, solid year, and chances are Orlando's probably not going to look to re-sign him because they got Wendell Carter. And you got, he's a guy that can hit threes, and then you got a guy, you could possibly be Al Horford's successor if, Al Horford doesn't resign after next year. Then you got a guy like, Terrence Ross who could give you points and punch off the bench. That's a guy that's going to consistently give you 10 to 15 points a game off the bench. You can even blend him in with the starters every now and then. So if I'm the Celtics, man, I look at that as possibly being a deal. But in the meantime, what do you guys think of Jaylen playing point at certain points yesterday? Leave your comments, leave your likes. Let me know what you guys think. Gold Squad TV.